Hi guys, welcome to this week's video, and I am pretty sure you have noticed from the title that I am doing the fourth part of this 5,000 question survey, and I have not actually made one of these videos in a long time. The last one I uploaded was June 2013, so it's been over a year since I've kept up with this, so I thought I'd get back onto it and do some more. But basically, if any of you have not seen it before, I read as many of these questions in about a 30-minute segment or so, and someone's gardening outside, so if you hear any noises, it's outside. So the last question I did was 138. We are going to start at 139, and there's someone waking outside. Here we go. 139. What do you think is the most amazing thing that anyone has ever accomplished? Landing on the moon. What could a member of the opposite sex do to impress you? Play guitar, write a song about me, and sing it and play it to me. 141. About how many emails do you get a day? How many of these emails are junk mail? How many of them are forwards? Depends. The forwards are usually from my mum, but she doesn't always email me every day. But I think I probably get about 10 a day, but they're most likely all junk. 142. What's your favourite thing to do online besides uploading videos and hanging out on this website? I am an avid Tumblr user, Twitter user and Instagrammer. I'm always on those three sites. Do you believe Kurt Cobain killed himself, or was it a conspiracy? I think he killed himself. Have you ever thought about hitchhiking across the country? No, I don't think I would ever want to do it either, unless I was in America or Australia or somewhere really warm. But in England, nah. Who would you bring with you on this kind of a road trip? I would bring my ex-housemates. I can't wait to go to Alton Towers with them actually, it's going to be quite fun. Of the following, which word best describes you? Accurate, bold, charming, dependable. I would say dependable. If you're single, at about what age do you think you will be ready to settle down and get married? If you are married, how old were you at the time? I always said that I would get married at 23, and I'm 23 now, and I'm still single. Definitely not engaged, so I don't think that's going to go down, is it? But I always said I'd be married at 23 and have kids by 25, so I don't know. It's obviously not going that way. Do you often wonder when you say goodbye to people if it is the last time you'll ever see them? I think the only time I've done that is probably at school. I mean, like secondary school. And it's actually turned out true because I've not seen literally any of them in the last 7 years. I don't think I've seen any of them. 149. What movie are you most looking forward to seeing when it comes out? I am really looking forward to seeing The Hobbit. I saw the trailer for it this afternoon and it looks so good. I'm so excited. What is your quest? To live a long and prosperous life. 151. What is louder and more annoying? 200 adults talking or one 4-year-old screaming? Well, the loudest is the 200 adults talking, but the baby is definitely the most annoying thing ever. Do you believe the stories about planes, boats and people mysteriously disappearing into the Bermuda's Triangle? Yes. Who are you most jealous of? Sophia Smith, also known as Liam Payne's girlfriend. Pretty jealous of her. What is the happiest way you can start your day? When I wake up, bright and breezy, have a cup of tea, look at my phone and see I've got text messages, and that's really nice because it means like someone's thought about me, like whilst I'm asleep or like when I'm not awake or whatever, and it's usually me who has to start the conversations. So it's quite nice when I get that because it's quite rare. Do you ever have moments where you feel like everything is alright in the world? Not really. Who thinks that you are offensive? I'm pretty sure there's people in like fandoms who think I'm pretty offensive. I was a massive part of the Jonas Brothers fandom, and because I didn't agree with their girlfriends and their PR sort of relationships that they got set up in, I was very opinionated and I got a lot of hate. And because once I get an opinion, I'm going to stick with it, I'm not going to change it. And I still get some hate now actually for it, but I'm like, whatever, grow up. You're like yelling at a 23-year-old on the other side of a computer. I mean, really? But then again, I'm a 23-year-old saying my opinions about a really rubbish band who have split up anyway, so it doesn't really matter. If you had to teach a class on something, what would you be able to teach people? How to edit videos, how to code a website. I would be a web video teacher. Have you ever had a spiritual experience? An experience that cannot be explained by science? Nope. Do you believe that this experience was truly mystical, or do you think that there is some scientific explanation for it, only you don't know what it is? Well, considering I said no. No. Ooh, hello. I hear someone talking. This is awkward, isn't it? Do-do-do-do-do-do. There's a short little intermission here. Have some tea. 160. Do you get offended easily? Yes, I do. Well, I do in person, but not through online. 161. Would you still love and stay with your significant other if he or she had to have a breast or a testicle removed? Yeah. Do you believe in fate or free will? I actually do, but not for myself. For other people. I've definitely seen it happen, but not for me. Do you believe that only boring people get bored? No, everyone gets bored. 164. Can life change, or are we all stuck in Bayonne? Life can change, yes. I think you have to be the one that has to change it though. It doesn't just come naturally. What changes are you afraid of? I'm afraid of being independent and having to take charge of everything in my life, like money, food, everything, just everything. Bills, I don't know, I'm really scared of moving out and being like my own person. Are you a day person or nocturnal? I'm more nocturnal than day, but I can be both. But I'm most often up all night and sleeping until about 2 or 3. What one CD could you listen to for an entire week? Okay, firstly, are CDs still a thing? Because I've not bought a CD in about 5 years. I say album, okay, album, because I only buy stuff online and I always get them in albums. My go-to has been Ed Sheeran and his album X. I've been listening to that for like last month. Which is worse, working retail, food service or an office? Well, I think food service, because I get hungry quite a lot. I would just want to eat it all the time, so I would hate it. I would actually love to work in an office, so office will be fine for me. And retail's no, as long as I'm not behind a till I'm fine. 169. What's the coolest job you ever had? Well, I get paid for making these videos, so I'm gonna have to say this. This is my coolest job so far. 170. What is one central idea that your thoughts seem to come back to? Happiness, really. And like whether I will grow up to have a family or whether I'll be single forever, considering I'm 23 and the longest relationship I've had was like 2 weeks. I must have been 17. And like other people who are married and having kids now who are my age, and I'm just sitting here just still by myself. 171. Have you ever wanted to be an actor or actress? Yes, I did. I did until sixth form, and when the head of my sixth form told me that I couldn't do my A-levels in performing arts because he didn't think that I would be able to keep up with it for personal reasons from the year before. So that is when the story ended for me. If you had the power to control one person and make this person do anything you wanted for a whole day, who would you pick and what would they do? Okay, I would take control of Louis Tomlinson from One Direction, and I would make him tweet Harry Styles and tweet the truth about him and Eleanor and him and Harry Styles, and I would make him in those tweets explain that he and Harry are together and that Eleanor is a PR thing. Yeah. What star sign are you and what is your sign like? I am a Cancer and I'm a crab. I only walk sideways. Did the Blair Witch Project scare you? I have never watched that film, so I don't know. 175. Are you in constant fear of death? Nope. Does fear of death keep you from building a life? No, it doesn't. Do you like all your movies to be in the widescreen? Yep, widescreen, HD, good quality, not filmed in the cinema with heads going down the stairs and people chatting. I pretty much watch all of my films online now, so sometimes I use Netflix, sometimes I watch them through those sites. Are you a fan of any comic books? The only comic books I've ever read are like Beano, is that one? But it used to be always there in the waiting room at the dentist when I was a child, but I've since moved dentists, so I don't read them anymore. 179. At what age did you attend your first funeral? I think I must have been 21. It was at the end of 2012. I have had the opportunity to go to funerals before that, but I decided I'd go to school instead, so I never went to them. But yeah, the first one I went to was my aunt's, and I've been to 2 funerals now. What do you smell like? Lotion, cologne, sweat? This deodorant, just sure. And because I straightened my hair, I'm smelling a lot like this Heat Protect and this hairspray. What are your greatest sources for wisdom? Jesus. 182. When you were little, where did your parents tell you babies came from? I don't think I ever had this conversation with them. I don't recall ever asking them or getting an answer. I don't even know. I don't think I was even surrounded by babies until I was about 11. So I don't think I ever got told any stupid answer. I think I just sort of figured it out and knew myself. 183. What is your favourite band? McFly. What is the best cheesy 80s song? Girls Just Wanna Have Fun. What's the best kind of movie to see on a date? Whatever both of you like, I think. I don't think there has to be any like genre that you have to watch. I think it could be whatever you guys want to see, whatever you like. Like, I could happily go and see The Hobbit with someone, that'd be fine. I could happily go see, I don't know, like a comedy. I could happily go and see a romantic film. I could happily go see a drama film. I could happily go see a horror film. It depends what you both like and if you both want to go and see it, I think. I don't think there's any point in going on a date to see like a romantic sort of film. Like, I guess like The Notebook, I presume, where like the bloke is probably less likely to like it. But I think it just depends on what you both like. Do you like to sit in the front, middle or back of the cinema? I quite like sitting at the back. There's a plane going by. Bye. There's a plane gone. Have you ever been inside an abandoned building? Is Alcatraz one? I don't think I've ever been in like a properly abandoned building. I've been into like abandoned buildings that have been made into like museums. Under what circumstances would you agree to work for free? If it's for charity, I guess. I think I'd work for free. If it's going to a good cause. If it means I get to meet like one of my idols, I would work for free. Like anyone from McFly or from One Direction. Or something like that. If there's a good reason for it. Candles or strobe lights? Candles. Do you think Lord of the Rings movies are true to the books, or did Hollywood change the story too much? I've never read the books, so I can't clarify if they are or not. Alright, oh, I just had some tea. Alright, okay, there you go. There's some like 30 or so questions in there that I have answered for the 4th part of the 5,000 question survey. I will post a link down to the survey in the thingy-majiggy down there. Most of the questions are set to live journal, so I'm just sort of, so for some of them I'm sort of switching it around and making them go towards YouTube instead. So yes, that is it for this week. I shall see you guys next week. Me and my cup of tea are gonna go, and hope you guys have a good August, and see you guys next week. I don't know why I just did that. Bye guys.